Yo, YouTube. Listen, it's CJ, the content connoisseur. Today, we found out Drake's what he been doing, bro. Seemed like he got a little work done on his stomach muscles, and they fake. The sad thing is he's posting it as if it's real. Maybe he don't care. Hopefully he doesn't care. Hopefully he doesn't. He just posting he loves this investment because it's obvious he's fake, because your whole body can't be like soft, and the only part of you that's like chiseled is your abs. It's not how it works. Usually when you're chiseled all the way around, because as a trainer, let me break something down for you. Your stomach is the hardest. It's the hardest to get low because most of our organs and stuff are around that area. So a lot of the cushion is protection for the organs, right? And so we naturally carry the most weight in our midsection. Like you'll lose weight in your face fast, you'll lose weight in your arms, you'll lose weight like in your calves, and then the next is probably like your legs are hard too, because legs are big, legs. And then like last is stomach, meaning like the last thing you're going to see change is your stomach, because your stomach has so much fat in it because of all of the organs that are in your stomach. So when you see this picture, you're going to be like, I mean, okay, but like your arms are still flabby, your chest is still kind of flabby. I'm pretty sure your back is still kind of flabby, so it looks kind of a little awkward, you know. I'm gonna let Greg Doucette break it down for us real fast.
Tummy tuck mommy makeover, and now you can see my abdominals.
Yo, that's disrespectful. Super disrespectful.
Coach Greg, and in today's video, Drake thinks we're all morons. He
does.
Thinks that we're idiots.
That's a fact.
He shows a photo of himself with the glaring six-pack. He looks like an old He-Man or perhaps a G.I. Joe figurine. And get this, I'm going to read what he says. I'm wide awake for the nights that separate the type of guy to get it till they get it right from the type who just type.
Oh.
And so basically, is bro just trying to brag? Is this a flex? He's flexing his abs, saying, hey, I put in the work.
No, he's flexing saying I can afford to buy abs. You can't. That man flexing saying, listen, while you in the gym, dieting, doing cardio, I am on someone's table getting cut on because I make so much money. I don't need to go to the gym.
I'm not the type of guy that just types about shit. I go and get it done.
Yeah, he got it done.
If by getting it done, he's referring to surgeries where you suck out the fat between the abdominals, essentially a BBL for your abs, then yeah, you're the type who gets it done. But if you're trying to make it look like you put in the work, that you dieted, that you trained, you did your cardio, you did your crunches.
We know.
We don't believe you. And so you're thinking, well, where's the proof? Okay, well, let's examine the abs.
When you go to the gym, your whole body goes to the gym, dude, not just your abs.
And so if you only look at his abdominals, the six-pack, you're thinking, well, that actually looks kind of legit. It seems possible. The problem is, when you have abs that defined, the rest of your body also has some kind of definition. Drake, who for the most part appears to have 20 to 25% body fat, would not be possible, perhaps 1 in a million, that he would have abdominals looking like that, but would not have striations in the delts, perhaps a bicep vein, some chest striations. Very unlikely that he did it while being natural. But let's really hone in on his obliques. Does anyone notice that there's a hole on the side of his obliques? No! Why is there a hole? Your obliques are right here to the side. Why is there something missing? A gap, kind of like you have a gap in your teeth and there's a hole. It's like, you just flexed on why is there no light? Why is there a glaring hole? And so if you look at the old G.I. Joe figurines, He-Man and so on, it kind of looks like that. Let's see a photo of Drake in the past. Now, look at his abdominals. You don't suddenly target the fat loss from your abs. He has not lost a significant amount of body fat from that period of time until now. And so why is he so much leaner in the abdominals?
You know what? He looks skinnier here. Look at this. He looks skinnier here. like pause. If you look at his chest and his arms, it's like less flabbiness. Like when you're bigger, you start to have like that boob like hang down. You know what I'm saying? A little bit. He's obviously in this picture, he's a lot leaner, bro. He's a lot, he hoop, you know, he like a hooper right here. Yeah, he lost, he had you know, like the hard like cardio, you know, dieting. That's what that came from. You could tell, right? Bruh, what he got now is some other type of stuff.
But not as lean everywhere else. I mean, does he not look like a Hulk Hogan figurine? I mean,
Yo.
look at this guy. It's just simply too fake.
Look at his
Rick
chest.
Ross calling him out saying,
Oh,
bro, is this the second time you're going through this operation? You had fake abs last year. And so the only person that seems to be defending him is Nick Trilogy from Bodybuilding and BS. He's saying, hey, he's proud of his abs and I don't care where he got them. He should be showing them off.
He looks awesome.
But here's the thing. The reason we respect abs as men is because we know how hard it is to get them. We know the amount of work that you put in.
I'm gonna say this. I don't care about Drake's abs. I don't disrespect them. I don't respect them. I don't care. I don't care when he looked normal, right? I don't care. Why this is funny is because he's Drake. So he's rich enough to where he can make this hard process of dieting and meal prepping a lot easier. So that's funny. And then two, it's funny because he's posting it as if he's a woman. Like, look at my abs. Look at me. Like, bro, no one cares. It's okay. You'll be okay, bro. Drop some fire music. Do your thing. No one cares about your stomach muscles, bro, but you. And it speaks to the insecurity of Drake because in order to see abs, you have to have your shirt off.
It's one thing to use Ozempic or a GLP, retatrutide, and so on, and it's another thing to simply suck out the fat. If you're taking a peptide to make you reduce your appetite, you're still perhaps putting in the work, you're doing your cardio, you're lifting weights, and so on, and the entirety of your physique, it's going to look better. To me, using a GLP like Ozempic and so on, it's not much different than someone who decides to use steroids, SARMs, peptides, IGF, MK, all of that stuff. You're using something foreign to the body to help you to reach your goals. And so whether you decide to do that or not, well, if it's legal, it's on you. But you're not going to get the same level.
It's not the fact that it's legal. It's not the fact that we even care. It's the fact that you posted, like, trying to talk like, oh, I worked hard. Like, you worked hard to get money to buy that. Yes, you did that. But, like, bro, you didn't earn it. And it's weird because, like, essentially, you know, it's like flexing on some of the stuff we don't care about for your own insecurity. And so, like, it's gonna make him more insecure because we're saying it's fake. He knows it's fake, and he posted like it's real. And then because we're making fun of him, it's probably gonna make him more insecure because Drake is a KD, Kevin Durant ass nigga. He pays attention to what people say about him online, and he keeps tabs. And so we know, right, that the tabloids making fun of him, you know, the different YouTubers making fun of him. He's paying attention to it because he's sensitive. Why else would you post this? Why would you care? If he had fake abs, right? Say he was on the beach with some women and running, and someone took a picture of it, like paparazzi took a picture of it, then I don't think no one will make a big deal. Well, people would make fun of it because it's still fake, but like it will be less made fun of because he's not. It's not like trying to show off like, oh, look, I worked hard. You know what I'm saying? It's just like, oh, he just bought some abs. You know what I'm saying?
Respect from other men if they know you got your physique through cosmetic enhancements. Even Phil Heath said, look, I'll train you. This is not how you do it. If you just get surgery to improve your abdominals, but you don't improve the rest of your body, it doesn't look good.
If he hit me up and was like, hey, what's it gonna take to meet up here and there and
Phil
go over?
Heath is a bodybuilder. I think he has 8 Sandals. Those are the trophies behind him, which means he was the best bodybuilder and open for 8 years in his career, which is like top of the top. Ronnie Coleman is probably number 1. Ronnie Coleman, yeah, he's definitely number 1. He's like the king, and the most memorable person is probably Arnold, right? But they all have these Sandow. Sandow is like the Lombardi of bodybuilding.
Everything.
No.
What is this? Oh, this
So
is
what's the verdict?
Crunch Rolls is cool.
Nothing.
Gorgeous.
If he hit me up and was like, "Hey, what's it gonna take to meet up here and there and go over everything?" Not a problem.
The body, it's about looking aesthetic. It's about balance, symmetry, harmony between body parts. If you have amazing abs and everything else looks like garbage, well, it doesn't look all that good. How is this any different than the females who are getting the BBLs? The world has been...
This is where we differ. I love BBLs. Give me all the BBLs. Okay? This looks good to me. I'm different. I know y'all uprighteous dudes only want chicks to have like the gym, like I worked out. Listen, it can be, as long as it feel real, that's all I care about. That's all I care about. But also knows with the booty, they cover it up, so like you can't see any of the surgeries. But I don't care about the scars. I don't care. I got scars, I got scratches, I got bruises. If it feel good, that's all I care about.
calling out Drake saying, this looks bad. This is embarrassing. You don't have the self-awareness to understand that you're a joke. This is embarrassing. To the same extent, it's very comparable to females who get those massive BBLs. They have huge booties, but they have stig legs to go along with it. And so it doesn't look right. It looks fake. Add to that the fake lips. Looks like they have a pair of hot dogs on their faces. And people just don't like that. And so women are thinking, no, but men, they like a big booty. Yeah,
We love
they
big
do.
booties.
Not denying it.
I love,
Not when it's
listen. Like I said, I love BBLs. Give me the BBLs. Give me the fake lips. I don't care. These dudes, listen, give them to me. I'm good with it, baby. As long as it feel real, you got your boy. I'm good with it. These dudes, self-righteous lames, they forget. I don't care. Listen,
big like that. And so if you get that ass from an implant or a BBL, it's not going to have the same impact as if you got it through hard work.
Everyone pointing the finger at Drake for supposedly getting this ab incisioning procedure done. And guess what? Who gives a
Turk?
His ab's phenomenal now.
Who gives a Turk? Everyone that I know. I haven't spoken to anyone. Trust me, everyone wants me to do this video.
No
I haven't
one
spoken
cares,
to a single
bro.
person that
It's just
respects
funny.
the abs he's
It's
got.
funny. It's content.
He looks better before. To me,
He does.
standing by the beach with those abdominals looking real.
Bro, Drake want to be a baddie so bad, bro. I told you, bro. He's a sensitive dude. He's the most sensitive dude. I guarantee you, y'all. Listen, he probably took 10,000 pictures, and then that was a picture. He was like, "Okay, this is good. This is good. This shows off everything. Okay, cool." Like that's the type of dude he is, bro. Like,
and he's actually, in my opinion, actually looking at it right now, I think he was leaner back then than he is now. And so
way
you
leaner.
can't just let yourself go and get abdominal etching, implants, whatever, and think that you're going to look better. You look worse.
His abs look phenomenal now. Hence, that's why he was confident enough to post the selfie.
And so was he confident enough to post the six-pack, or too delusional to understand that he's going to get a lot of hate? Sometimes people are either narcissistic or just morons, and they don't realize that what they're going to do if they post that and talk about it is actually get hate. And perhaps he wants the hate. And so perhaps he's just so high up.
He don't want the hate. Drake is too sensitive to want the hate. He don't want the hate. Drake wants the love. When Drake posts this, I know his group of people in there were like, bro, that's fire. You're gonna kill him with that, because he got a whole bunch of yes men. Because when you're that rich and influential, everyone wants to be a part of your situation. So you got a whole bunch of dudes like, man, that's fire. That was great. And they all laughing at this dude behind, because they're like, yo, this dude looks insane. Like, this dude looks insane, bro. Like, there's dudes on YouTube, right? They put oil in their arms, right? So their arms are huge. They're super like Popeye huge, right? But then their forearms are small. That's what Drake looked like to us, bro. Like, he looked like, oh, you got a big arm, but you got little forearms, bro. Like, you got a big chest, but you got little shoulders. Like,
I don't care. I'm going to show my abdominals knowing everyone's going to make fun of me. And because I'm Drake, I don't care. And if that's the case, well, good for him. He doesn't get impacted by the opinions
I
of
wish
sheep
that was
because,
true.
well, he's a wolf.
Not true.
Well, if that's the
Not
case, bravo. But I'm going to suggest to the rest of you that you don't copy this, that if you think that you can just get these surgeries and get the abs of your dreams.
Batman Cable already did. I don't know. He's like a finance dude or whatever. He got a whole BBL and height surgery. So he got his stomach removed. He got bigger arms and chest. He literally looked like an action figure. Like he's like, woo, and his waist is like this. His waist is like that small, right? But then he got height surgery, so now he's supposedly 6'5", and I think before he was like 5'9" or something like that. I'm telling you, rich dudes are the most insecure dudes in the room every time, bro.
It's going to end up being a nightmare. Why not just put in the work? I mean, if you really want those abdominals, and hey, maybe it's too hard. Maybe watching Coach Greg videos and getting my notebook, it's just too freaking hard for you.
He gotta get it.
He gotta get 50 minutes of cardio. It's not something that you can do. You understand
Coach,
GLP
gotta get
max
that bread.
and
Gotta get
version
that
of
bread.
the injectables that can reduce your appetite by about 28%. You go from an 8 out of 10 hungry to a 6 out of 10. That makes the diet a lot easier. But if you really want to, you could opt to get peptides. That is something that is a viable option.
Don't do it.
Remember, don't break
Don't
the
listen
law,
to Coach.
but
Don't do that.
if it's going to help you reduce your appetite,
No.
get you to go to the gym.
This is important. This is very important. F what he is saying. I'm gonna tell you why. I take a thing called pre-workout. It has high. It's right here. Actually, it's right here. Take this pre-workout right here. Right. This is my pre-workout. I'm telling you, do not take supplements. I'm gonna tell you why. Once you take supplements, the performance you will have in the gym will be so different. It's hard to go back to regular working out. So what's going to happen is, like, I've been taking pre-workout since 2017, right? So I tried working out the other day without pre-workout, without caffeine, and the workout sucked because the caffeine gives you this burst of like energy. And it's like a punch in the face and it gets you going. And so with any supplement that gives you a boost, right? No one understands this. Once you take it, you see the difference, you're not going to want to go back. I'm telling you that. So just I tell my clients that don't take pre-workout if you're not prepared to just take it the rest of your life, because like the performance is literally like condom on, condom off. That's how different the performance is in the gym. Like literally, when you have a pre-workout, it's like going in without a Jimmy. You're like, oh my God, this is working out. This is amazing. Your body will be hurting, and you're like, man, let's go through the pain like that. And then when you're off of pre-workout and you're just working out just off of like food and sugar, like it feels horrible. Definitely, it feels like you have a rubber on, bro. It's not good. It's not a good experience. So do not take supplements. If you start your gym journey, do without supplements, stay without supplements, so you don't have to depend on the supplements, because you don't want to be like me.
Train hard, stick to your diet, then well, I'm all for it. One thing I don't like is when you post the photo of the six-pack, he clearly wants you to focus on the abs. He's covering his face. What is up with men that cover their faces? It's bad enough when women do this.
Shame.
Guys.
It's shame. It's shame. He's really ashamed of himself. That's why he covers his face up, because Drake is rich enough to where he could have a professional take pictures of him in his abs, but he wanted to do it covering his face because I really believe he's ashamed of himself for that. Cause I know he knows in his soul that shit is some goofy shit. It's goofy. I
gotta live with you. When you show a selfie with the phone covering your face, this is pathetic. I don't know why you would do this. And so that's the first thing I noticed. The second thing is, why are we bragging about all this alcohol? Is he saying, hey, guys, look, I drink poison all the time. And you realize that alcohol is a poison, right? I mean, it's a class 1 carcinogen.
No, so Coach Great to say. That's not that. Once again, you said this before. he has no cognitive, he does not thinking about what he's doing. And so he doesn't understand like having the liquor there and then him posting his shirt off is a contradiction to like the lifestyles, right? Having abs literally requires you to be strict because like I said, that's where most of our fat goes. And so liquor is like empty, bro. Liquor puts weight on you because it's empty. Like you don't get any protein from it. You don't get any potassium, magnesium. You don't get anything healthy from it. It's just like sugar, right? And so you're just putting sugar on your body. So sugar turns into fat if you don't use it. And so he's showing all this stuff, not knowing like if you're really tapped into being a health, well, into being a person that cares about abs, you you wouldn't be showing liquor because you would know that'd be a contradiction to lifestyle. That's like I'm not even gonna say what it's like, but what I'm saying is it's an oxymoron to have them together in the same picture. But like I say, Drake is so goofy and naive, he didn't understand it because he's not really a gym person.
And so if you drink alcohol, it's like drinking poison. It can cause cancer. And so if you want that, well, that's fine. It's on you. You have a right to smoke cigarettes and to drink alcohol and so on. But is he bragging? Look at all the alcohol.
He's not bragging.
Hey, this is my life. And yet I still have abdominals.
Not a lot of people know about this brand, but it's one
we
that
don't
I
care.
and
We
a
don't
ton of
care.
other college and pro
No one
level
cares.
athletes
Yeah.
swear by.
Hey, this is my life. And yet I still have abdominals. Is that really the message that we're going for? In comparison, if he were in the gym and
Yeah, but see how his abs look like that's obviously natural. You feel me? Because the lower, and this part right here is hard to get off too. What you call love handles, they're super hard to get off. And love handles is just 100% diet and cardio. 100%. And I mean like it comes down to like cutting like bread sometimes. Sometimes cutting different type of vegetables like that hold water because like I said, a lot of our fat gets stored in this area, the lower stomach and the love handles is where most of our fat goes. And so this is obviously natural because if you see like his arms, his chest, everything is more defined here.
said, look, and he showed a photo of his abs and said, I've locked in for the last 3 months. Maybe he's on Ozempic. Perhaps he's on GLP. Perhaps he's on Turk Builder
He
Max.
said, yo,
he's on
he's on Ozempic. This dude's crazy. Drake on Ozempic. Drake got a BBL was on Ozempic. Oh snap! Oh my god, that is, bro. He is the softest insecure dude that ever made it. This is the reason why, guys, fellas. Before I go, I'm gonna say this. Leave you with this. This is why money and success only means so much because when you don't have a sense of self-love, you will post pictures of fake abs thinking you killing the game. CJ, we out, bro.